Welcome to my channel. And this on the timeline is sort of not attached to him, but it is on his timeline. On May the 3rd, little Madeline McCann was snatched at around 10 p.m. from her bed in the holiday rental unit as her parents had dinner with the Tapper 7 just yards away. And guys, okay, I know that the McCanns have owned up to that error, and probably all the other Tapper 7 parents did as well. But judging from my own experience as a child, going back to a little situation that I'm not going to talk about, but I was 3, 4, and my parents were very close by, and I was still managed to be molested by somebody very close, somebody in my dad's store, and my parents were right there. So guys, what I'm trying to say is it would have happened no matter where the McCanns were or what they were doing. It would have happened. Around the same time that little Maddie is snatched, the prime suspect's mobile went off, and he picked it up, and it placed him right in that building. However, sometimes these signals that ping off towers can actually be very close by and not really within the building. Now, mind you, he was a repairman, but I doubt very much he was working at 10 p.m. that night. I'm going to leave it at that. So he actually returned to Germany very shortly after May the 3rd. While in Germany, in October of 2011, our prime suspect was sentenced to 21 months for dealing, and that was in northern Germany. In 2014, he moved to another German city and began to run a town center kiosk. And now, guys, I'm going to be so suspicious of all these street food YouTubers. I'm just making a joke. And then, actually, later in 2014, he returned to Portugal with a girlfriend. And then in 2016, he returned to Germany to face charges and was given a 15-month prison term for abuse of a child and possessing certain types of images of children. So I'm sorry for saying the A word, but I want to call an apple and a spade a spade. I am really trying to cut out all the graphic language that I possibly can, simply because it's not really necessary. We are pretty familiar with the background of this case and with this certain person. So, on May the 3rd, 2017, the 10-year anniversary of Maddie's disappearance, he was in a bar with a friend um, when a documentary or an anniversary show of some sort appeared on the screen, and then he began to brag that he knew that Maddie didn't scream, and it's really, it's not of much use, but I mean, we can't take it as a confession, right? We, whatever he would ever confess, we need that physical DNA. We need it. Okay, guys, I'm only going to do one more page and then I'll do the rest in another vlog because it's really turning my stomach. And so in September 2018, the prime suspect was apparently had traveled all the way to Italy and was arrested in Milan and extradited to Germany and put on trial for attacking another American tourist. No, the same American tourist that we talked about. It took them quite a while to catch up to him. The one that was in Portugal, um, I think it was in the same complex where the McCann stayed, and that was in that also took place in 27. You know what? I'm very mixed up. There was one from 2005, and there's one from 27. There were two? Okay. The one from 27 was he left the hair at the crime scene, and so his DNA was matched, and that is how he was caught. Wow. So his DNA is out there, guys. It's there. I would have assumed so anyway, but it is obviously there. In 2019, he was arrested and jailed for 21 months for dealing in the North German resort. It was a North German resort. So he was very, he liked to frequent all of these beautiful resorts, and that is where he made his money.